Let us look at the history of cytology in brief. As far as its records are concerned, cytology was for the first time recorded somewhere in the 15th century. The famous all-rounder Leonardo da Vinci, in somewhere 1485 or so, he had stressed that if any minute objects have to be studied, a magnifying lens should be used, so that the details of those minute structures can be recorded very easily. However, maybe scientists did not follow him, and the whole remaining 15th century and the following 16th century, not much work was done in the field of cytology. But then somewhere in the 17th century again, there was a scientist known as Jan Swammerdam. He gave a detailed description of the red blood cells of a frog, and then later in about 1665 or so, the term cell was coined for the first time by an English botanist, Robert Hooke. Robert Hooke took thin sections of the cork and studied under his crude compound microscope, and he saw that it was made up of several tiny compartment like structures which are very neatly arranged, as you see in a honeycomb, right, where you have got hexagonal cells which are all arranged in straight lines one after another. He studied sections of other plant tissues also, and he saw similar structures in all these plant tissues. So, he named these compartments, these tiny compartments, as cells. This term cell is derived from a Latin word cellula. Cellula in English means tiny room. Right. So, he called all these structures as tiny rooms and called them as cells. Right. There were other scientists also who made plenty of such studies, and they also came almost to the same conclusion. They observed same type of structures in different various tissues. The famous microbiologist Antony van Leeuwenhoek, he also made several detailed studies under his microscopes. He studied the various protozoans, he studied spermatozoa, muscle fibers, neurons, and plenty of tiny insects, and gave detailed descriptions of all these structures. Finally, it was seen that the tissues of all the animals and all the plants, they are basically made up of cell. During the 18th century, somehow scientists lost some interest from the study of the cell, but then again in the 19th century, there was a spurt in the interest of cytology, and scientists started studying the cell in every possible detailed manner, and hence 19th century is considered as a golden era of cytology, where plenty of discoveries, plenty of cytological investigations were carried out, and perhaps all the majority of the knowledge that we have gained about a cell has been gained somewhere in the 19th century. And then after that, as more and more better microscopes and the electron microscope were discovered and invented, the knowledge about cells started growing more and more.